Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to my channel. If this is your first time here, hi, my name is GOZIE, and if it's not, welcome back. So as the title suggests, I'm going to be giving you guys 10 things that you should know before coming to college, university, or whatever you call it, using my school, University of Ilorin, as a case study. So if this is something you'd be interested in watching, stay tuned. I'm going to be spilling everything from cost, accommodation, all that good stuff. And if you end up liking this video, please give it a big thumbs up, hit that big red subscribe button down below, and also hit that bell icon so that you'll be notified anytime I upload a brand new video. Without much talk, let's get into the video. Okay, so one thing I think is going to be very important for you guys to notice that I am doing this video with a kind of demographic of viewers in mind. Okay, so this video is primarily for people, especially people that are coming to UNILORIN, that have written certain exams to enter the school. Like, you are an aspirant that has written the post-UME exam, or you have applied to the school prior to this video. This is not for new applicants, and this is not for people that don't know anything about the school at all. I would suggest that you look for another video and then come back to this one. But yeah, this video is for people that have already on their way coming to the school and are just awaiting the admission letter. So yeah, we can begin now. Okay, so the first thing we're going to talk about is at this point you should have decided whether you want to stay on or off campus. Like, this is something that you should have thought about while you came to school to write post-UME. You have to know where you want to stay and how easy it's going to be for you to commute to school. Now, I live on campus, so to commute to school is very easy for me. I can just literally come out of my hostel, take a keke to, that's a tricycle, I'll take a keke to my lecture theater. Meanwhile, for people that live outside school, for people that live off campus, it's a little bit not harder, but it's a little bit more complicated to get to school. Now, you have to factor in a lot of different things. You have to factor in traffic, you have to factor in availability of buses, and you have to factor in the cost. Now, cost of taking buses from outside school to inside school is 80 naira. Now, so now when you do the math and you factor in other things, it's going to cost quite a bit, and you have to note whether you are going to be able to afford that. I don't know if I'm making sense. Well, I think I am. So that is one thing that you have to consider when you are coming, where you want to stay. And then another thing is the cost of the accommodation. Like, staying in school, you have two different kind of hostels. You have private hostels and you have the school hostels. Now, the school hostels are cheaper, but it's a hassle to get school hostel. Like, it's really something. You have to go through a whole process of waiting for the portal to open, all that jazz. But then if you're going for school hostels, for private hostels, sorry, it's a little bit easier. There are a huge majority of private hostels in the school. You can just literally walk into anyone, purchase your registration form, register, pay, and be in as quick as possible. But the thing is, they are a bit on the pricey side. Okay, so another thing you guys absolutely have to take into consideration, sorry I keep adjusting this, is that your feeding is going to be a big issue if you don't plan ahead. Now, you also have to decide whether you want to be buying food or you want to be cooking your own food. Now obviously both ideas have their pros and their cons. Like for example, if you are going to be cooking your own food, you have to consider the cost of buying gas or using a kerosene stove. And then if you are going to be buying food, you are going to have to consider how much you are going to be spending. Let's do some math. Standard price for a plate of food in a buka is 400 naira. Don't ask me how I know this. Hypothetically, if we say you eat twice a day, you are going to be spending 800 naira a day. You're going to be spending 5,600 a week. And you're going to be spending roughly 24,000 something, 24,800 in a month. Baby, that is too much. But not like too much, because I can see myself buying 24,000 naira worth of food stuff for a month. But then buying that 24,000 naira food stuff, there will still be change for like a little bit of transport within school. There'll still be change for like snacks and like stuff that you buy on the go, like pencils, drawing books, all that stuff. There will still be change for that. So then you have to weigh the options. You have to know, pick your battles. You have to know which one. Another important thing, and this cannot be overemphasized or underemphasized, but another important thing is that you have to go in with the mindset, if you are a bit proud or arrogant, or if you have like a huge ego, you're gonna have to tone it down a bit. You are going to meet so many different people from so many different places, crazy people that have scoin. So if you are ever hoping to make any friends, or if you are ever hoping to communicate with people properly, you have to bring your ego down. And this is something that I have struggled personally with. God, I feel like such a douche, but it's something that I feel is important for me to also mention. And also, if you are someone that maybe in your secondary school you excelled, you should know that it's not your secondary school teachers that are marking whatever you are going to be writing, or secondary school teachers are not going to be marking CBT, nor is your lecturer marking CBT. So you have to go in with generally prayer and wisdom, and you just have to know what you are doing. Okay, so another thing is being confident in yourself. I know some of you are like, I'm confident. But I think it's very important to also be self-confident, and for you to build a reasonable self-esteem, and for you to be reasonable and happy and joyful and all that stuff, and to be positive. Because the only way you are going to stay sane in the crazy world of college is if you are grounded. And I find that most people they devalue themselves. People just say all manner of themselves, and it's shocking. People feel like they cannot achieve certain things just because of how they value themselves, or how they just place certain amounts of value on themselves. That is just bull crap. I think you should value yourself more. I think you should go into college with the approach of, I am going to conquer this place. I am going here and I'm going to do the damn thing, and I'm going to be great at it. I'm going to make a blast out of my time here. It's actually a time for you to meet people, make memories, and enjoy yourself. That's my view, and that's my opinion. You might have contrary beliefs and views on this, but that is just my opinion. After all, the aim of university or college to be able to cope and function as fully functional human beings. That is being balanced mentally, socially, spiritually, emotionally, all that stuff. That is the main essence of college, and not necessarily what you choose to study. And that brings me to my next one, which is you have to have decided on your major. It's different in different, I know it's different for various institutions and various countries, but I do know this, that in Nigeria we don't have anything called major and minor. You study one thing, you choose one thing, and then you know what to do with the rest of your time, maybe extracurricular activities and whatnot. But I know for colleges outside this country, they have like a major and a minor. And another thing is that in Nigeria, you come to the school knowing what you want to study. But I know that in other countries, like, you can go freelance a bit until you decide what you actually want to major in, and then choose a minor and all that stuff. But you have to know what you want, and it's okay to not know exactly what you want to do with your life at this point. I mean, everybody's felt that way. But like, I feel I have to talk about Chinua Achebe, who got into his university. I think it was UNN, I'm not really sure, I'll check. He got into his university on a scholarship to study medicine because he was phenomenally Tanu, why can't you talk? He was phenomenally bright, and then he got in on a scholarship to study medicine. But then he wanted to study art and literature and all that stuff, and eventually he built on the scholarship and then worked hard to study what he actually wanted to study and what he was actually interested in. And now look at him, he's famous, people know him all around the world, you know. But then you have to like, and that brings me to something I think is very important to discuss. I feel like people should be studying what they love and what they are passionate about, because the world we live in today, there's nothing that you can't make money from. Nothing. There's literally nothing you cannot make money from. Okay, there are things that will be a little difficult for you to make money from, like juggling, but you can make a living out of whatsoever you are passionate about. At least, not even if it's not like your main source of income, as like a side hustle. I feel like people should do this because normally when you are interested in something that you are doing, you tend to do better at it. And I know it's okay for you to hate parts of what you like and still like it. It's perfectly normal. Like for someone like me that makes YouTube videos, I don't love editing. Like, I love some parts of editing, but at the same time, editing can be like a pain in the ass. So there is an example. So you can just like find what you love, find what you are comfortable with studying, and roll with it, I guess. Okay guys, so another point I think you should really take into cognizance, I don't know if I'm even using the right English term, is that you need to have some sort of plan or some sort of strategy. Now, for you to fully go into something prepared, you need to have a strategy or a plan of some sort. Like, you have to know, I've said this time without number in this video, know what you are doing. You have to go into it with a plan for your work, your rest, and your play. Because these are the three major things that you're going to be doing throughout your stay in college. You're going to be working a lot, you're going to have to rest because you cannot kill your body, you cannot kill yourself, and you are going to have to play as hard as you work. So I know there's a lot of like controversy over your social life in college and getting mixed with the wrong kind of people. That you just have to navigate that on your own, because nobody will tell you whether a particular person is right or is your tribe or is the person that you should be moving with. You have to discern that by yourself. The next thing I want you to know is that and this is something that I'm also talking of from a personal point of view, you need to pack well and you need to travel light. Now, I am not known for traveling light. I like to load all sorts of things when I'm traveling anywhere, and it's not exactly a great habit, because if you are going on a flight, you're gonna have to pay in weight. and I think they also do it for some trains. I don't know, I'm not really sure, but you have to pack well. Like there are some things that I didn't take, and my mother, bless her soul, is someone that before she sends you off somewhere, she like gives you every single thing you're going to need there. So like things as low as knife and things as mundane as iron sponge is really important too, because when you get there, you're going to have to now spend extra things. Like if you plan on coming to school and you are planning to cook food, nobody needs to tell you that you are coming with pots. Abi you want to come and buy pots here, even if it's just going to be something that you also navigate on your own. I'm just reminding you. The next thing is about relationships. Now this is not remotely talking about romantic relationships. This is also in reference to friendships. Now 20 friends cannot be friends for 20 years. We have heard that before in too many different places. If a friendship or a relationship is not going to work, or is not going to bode well for you or for the other person in the long run as you are coming to college, it's okay for things to dissolve. It's okay for you not to speak to particular people, not because you have problems with them, but because the vibe is not just there anymore. And there are people that I was sure that I'm going to be talking to every blessed day of my life, but it just isn't so. And it's not because we have a problem, because any day we decide to start talking again, or any day that we decide to hit each other up, it's like vibes and vibes all over again. But it's not like it happens every day, and I think that's something that we need to learn to be comfortable with. We need to learn to be comfortable with growing apart. We need to learn, because not everybody's story will be like to what the boys have loved forever. Be what's the name of that thing? But you need to understand that, and you need to be okay with it, and you need to don't crucify anybody because they don't call you every day. It's not fair to you, and it's not fair to them as well. So I'm a firm believer in what is meant to be will be. So if a relationship after your time in college is going to still be strong, then it will be strong. If you guys don't connect, if you guys do connect, it is what it is. It is what it is. You need to learn how to spend your money wisely. It's not everything that you see when you come to college that you buy. Like there are a lot of things that will attract you. Like there's this girl in my department, she sells like bomb ass things. She sells so many nice things, and every single time I'm tempted to just slide up and say, how much is this? You know, I don't even need to ask how much, because the price is already there, like deal breaker. But at the same time, I know there are a lot of things that money is going to have to be used for. Now, University of Ilorin is obviously a federal school. It's obviously a federal school, and you know that the school fees of federal schools is miles away from what it would be if it was a private school. And then parents also have different, like, especially if you don't have your own business. I'm going to talk about owning your own business in college in a separate video. What is this? What is your problem? I'm going to talk about that in a separate video if you guys end up enjoying this video. So let me know in the comment section. So if you don't have your own business and you are relying heavily on your parents also have different budgets for how much they give you for like alawi, and how much they give you to spend on yourself and things like that. So you have to know how to spend your money wisely, because you don't have anything else to support yourself. And that's why it's also important to have a side hustle, guys. Very important, because college kids need money. We need money, because we have come so far. The last point I have for you is that you need to live. So as I was saying about living in the moment, I remember when I was in secondary school, I had spent so much time hating the fact that I wasn't free, and hating the fact that I was just in a boarding school, and just generally hating everything about the school, that I forgot to live in the moment. I forgot to, not like I totally forgot, and not like I didn't enjoy myself, but I forgot to treasure a lot of moments. And that's why I can't remember a lot of things that happened when I was in secondary school, because I wasn't there. I was so wrapped up in the fact that I was going to move past that stage in my life that I forgot to enjoy the present and enjoy what I was living in, what I was going through. Like, there were definitely bad things that I don't want to remember, but then there were some special moments with special people that I'm going to treasure forever, and I can't remember the other one. So live in the moment, enjoy every single piece of time that you spend, and spend your time wisely too. That's also a very great one. I took a quick break to cook, and because I was hungry. So this has been one of the most sensible videos I've done in a long time. Yeah. So guys, when you go to school, patronize Tanu's kitchen. I'm kidding guys. This has been the video. Thank you guys so much for watching. Let me know if you enjoyed this video, and if you did, please give this video a big thumbs up, hit that subscribe button, and please hit the bell icon so that you'll be notified whenever I upload. Danke, arigato. And yeah, let me know if you guys want to see more college tips, college vlogs, that kind of stuff. It would be really nice to know if you guys are appreciating what I'm trying to do here. So yeah guys, that has been it. Thank you so much for watching. I love you, and I'll see you again in my next video.